Introduce the first speaker for this particular session, and it is Nivi Sharma. She's COO of BRCK, that is responsible for connecting almost 1 million people every month to free public Wi-Fi in Africa. We should be talking about bridging the digital divide to flatten the African curve. Nivi, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. So, as Victoria said, my contribution here today is titled Bridging the Digital Divide to Flatten the African Curve. I want to start by acknowledging that flattening the curve isn't as simple or straightforward a tactic as the GIFs make it look like. But while we wait for treatments, while we wait for vaccines for COVID-19, the 5 main responses to stop the spread are: 1, develop and implement efficient testing and tracing measures; 2, support the healthcare system and the professionals who are heroes right now working on the front line; 3, support, as Victoria said, the continuity of economic activities, education, and other essential services; 4, leadership that protects the vulnerable and responsibly enforces containment measures. And the 5th one that I'll talk about is educating large proportions of the population on non-pharmaceutical interventions that everyone must personally commit to partake in immediately. This includes hand washing, covering your cuffs, social distancing, and so on. The work that I do in the world today can have a huge impact on the non-pharmaceutical interventions to stop the spread, and I've been asked to talk about that today. Moja, as Victoria said, is an outdoor public Wi-Fi network that connects almost 1 million people in Africa to the internet for free every month. We reward our users for their attention and engagement with the digital currency called Moja Points. Moja Points can be used to go online, and I'll show you you can see that. Moja Points can be used to go online and connect to the internet. Our users, like many people in Africa with smartphones, want to connect to the internet, the largest, greatest network of knowledge and information in the world, and they can afford to spend time, but not money, to get online. The incentives and connections are the pipelines through which we have now started disseminating educational content on the Moja platform. So this includes videos and infographics about how and what good, responsible citizenship looks like. Unlike everyone participating in learning and talking at this virtual summit today, not everyone has the privilege of digital access. Not everyone has the privilege of being perpetually and ubiquitously online. There are 4 main barriers to connectivity. The first one is access, that is access to a smartphone, access to signal. The second one is digital literacy, and Mark will talk about this, and the third one probably as well. And the third one being relevance, relevant content in local languages. And the 4th and most common one is affordability. So we know today people in urban Africa are no longer huddled around radios and TV sets waiting for the government to tell them what to do. They're looking to find information and connect with others on their smartphones. So, and because Moja has addressed all 4 of these barriers, we're playing a role in bridging the digital divide. We're using that bridge to send as many PSAs in English and local languages about what to do. Wash your hands, cover your cuff, and how to do it. How to wash your hands properly, alternatives to shaking hands. The challenge we have ahead of us now is to drive behavioral change. And in order to really drive behavioral change, we need to go a step further. We need to get our continent to understand why these changes are crucial to saving millions of lives, because the paternalistic what and how approach simply won't work. We need creative ways of communicating these messages effectively to people who may not even have secondary school education. So we have lots of work to do. We have lots of work to do as a technology sector, as a global economy, as a global community. And the work of the technology sector, the tech giants, the development organizations out there must include connecting 800 million people in Africa to the information they need to both understand and fight this pandemic. The pipelines we build today will continue to bridge the digital divide for young, entrepreneurial, and astute population of Africans. And the only thing that we're missing right now is a lack of access to the global digital economy. Thank you, Victoria.